Man, it's been a while. Gotta get all the cracks out my system, you know what I mean?
You talking
We
shit?
back.
That's how the shade you already throwing. The
I
year
ain't
just
throwing
started. The year just started. You throwing shade already.
We're back.
Like 2 fingers in it. Never mind.
Do the brown!
Gentlemen, it's a new year. It's a new decade, please.
Same old me.
What
Can we
changed?
not? You guys missed us? We're back.
I think they missed us.
No, they missed me too.
Okay.
They missed Dwayne. Sure, but I don't know
I
about
mean,
you.
I guess. Welcome to Loose Change Podcast. It's your boy, D Walking Promo.
Like Ronnie stole a Metro card to get here.
Who?
I actually struggled to get here today.
Yo. Anyway, it's a new year. First episode of the new year. A
Gonna
lot
introduce
has
yourself?
happened since the last episode we shot.
A lot.
Well, not shot, but posted.
Recorded.
So,
Don't forget to introduce yourself.
are we still doing that this year?
I don't know.
They should know us by now.
We're going to introduce ourselves one time for the new year.
One time for the one time. It's your boy, The Walking Promo.
Is your boy Ronnie, a.k.a. Ronnie with the P, a.k.a. Ron, a.k.a. I got new handles. I'm doing good in 2020. Let me pass that over to my boy, the COO, Vice President of the Light Skin Community, my boy Bruce.
I could have sworn. Hi. It's your auntie's favorite entree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let it roll.
What are you talking about? I'm not even doing nothing. This nigga always swears he's Raven Simone. Like he knows what I'm doing. He was like, yo, just let it roll, son. No, I'm not cutting it. It's all right, son. It's the first one.
All right. This is some good shit already.
We're just repeating what you said.
All right, I'm going to stop before my head hurts. All right, so you know the routine. We're about to tackle some topics that we all decided that we wanted to talk about. And
Just because we felt like
we don't care if you like it or not.
That's simple.
It's getting posted regardless.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to get this started just like this. It always happens to be in Florida.
Do you know what they say? The craziest people come from Florida and the
I feel like
Bronx.
this. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, it's yours. So,
No, I was about to say Ronnie stole my shit because all Dominicans steal stuff.
a man by the name of Donald Watts was arrested on a Saturday morning. Deputies were called in because a man was using methamphetamines. On the scene, dispatchers got a second call about a man in someone's yard with a flashlight. So they hear strange noises, they searched the yard, and found your boy Watts, naked, covered in dirt, lying in a low body of water. That's 2 weird things right there.
Okay.
So, they described his behaviors as manic since he was pacing back and forth, laughing and making bird noises. I don't know if he's bird calling or what. Like, cuckoo, caw. I don't know what he's doing. So,
He's high.
so, after he was spotted, he ran under the porch of a mobile home. It gets crazy. So, deputies tried to catch him. He punched one of them in the face.
Okay, that's assault right there against an officer.
So,
All right, lawyer.
several attempts were trying to tase him were unsuccessful.
Damn, he was on that good shit.
So, after that, they prompted to call in for the K9 unit. So, this had to have been like a good 10 minutes minimum if these dudes was like on call and ready for it. It probably took like a half hour. Somehow he ended up getting in the woods. They found him in the woods. When they found him in the woods with the canine unit, who they said his name was Casper.
The dog?
Yes. So, they found him in the woods, and he is on all fours and barking and growling like a dog.
Oh,
You know
shit.
what song is playing in my head right now?
What's that?
There's the song by Lizzo. Hey, how's it go again?
The Juice song?
No, I got you right now. Got you right now. As you said.
Dude,
I'm going to get it right now. Relax.
imagine you find somebody in the woods on all four like a dog. Nah, son. This is a whole new breed. You got to pull up tranquilizer at this point.
Where was it? It was in Florida,
This
right?
is in Florida. They didn't say what part, but this is in Florida. So, they gave Casper the sick'em command to go get him.
And again,
homeboy
Casper
do?
is the canine.
Casper's a canine. What does Watts do?
What he do?
Grabs Casper by the head and bites his ear.
So, the human dog buys the real dog.
I
All I heard
guess.
in my head when you say he's a whole force barking.
Dude.
100% that.
So, they gave the dog the command to get Watts. Watts grabs Casper by the ear and bites his ear. Somehow the dog breaks free, bites Watts in the head. And then they were able to arrest him. Send him to jail first. Sent him to the hospital first, then sent him to county jail. He is on $37,000 bond. One, how good was that stuff for you to go that nuts and escape the cops like 3 times? 2, when did them joints wear off for you to feel a bite in your head? Because that had to have been crazy.
And 4, how shitty are the cops that they couldn't catch him 3 times?
How do you fail to tase someone?
Now, I seen people take
Oh,
it.
you're right. Sorry, boom.
No, but I seen people take
They don't-
multiple tasers. They don't go down.
They're normally naked though.
But see, here's the thing though. Remember, he was naked.
He was?
Yeah. That's when they found him naked laying in the mud. In the little
And so he was
I thought
wet.
He had on because sometimes when they say naked, it's just like they have no shirt on and they have on like just like boxers.
I'm assuming he's fully naked.
So
'Cause
he
if you say
and
naked, that's
he's wet as well. Because if he's in the mud, so that means that conducts electricity. And they didn't do nothing to him. He was on some good shit.
We got Einstein over here talking about conducting electricity.
Well, we gotta break it down for the listeners.
Have you wait? Have you dabbled in a little bit of the taser?
Nah,
All right.
no.
But yeah.
You lying? They got hard drives in him messing with tasers.
Let's not start this, please.
Yo.
Internal jokes in the Loose Chains podcast.
What is going on? How do you? Is this stuff spiked?
It
It
can't
can't be that
arrested
good.
for assaulting a dog. I mean, a police officer.
I think it's probably for a mix of all 4.
But I mean, if he's high, right? And like, so hold up, time out.
He was high on meth.
Screw the highness. If a dog bites me, you're telling me I'm not allowed to mess with it. If a dog attacks me, I'm not allowed to bite them.
He bit the dog before it could attack.
He beat the dog
They
first.
got the command to
You're
attack him.
right. It got the sicko mode command, and But
But even then, he's high, right? So like, if you're high and you think you're a dog,
imagine when
wouldn't you attack another dog?
But wasn't he a bird before he was a dog?
he was heard making bird noises.
Oh shit!
Boy, imagine.
Can I ask a question? What was his ethnicity? What was his?
Wouldn't know.
This nigga always got bring race into it, yo.
Always.
Just asking.
How much you want to bet he thinks he's a white guy?
No, I do not think
Yes, he
that.
does.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
Do
does.
not put words
Yes, he does.
in my mind.
I know he thinks he's a white guy.
I have not.
Remember, only that white people shit.
I forgot.
White people be
He's
like,
exactly what you wanted to. But he looks like he's out of his mind, though. He looks like he's out
I
of
mean,
his
no
mind.
offense, you said math.
Now he looked like he been doing drugs for 35 years.
But dude, imagine though. He wakes up and like, yo, why am I in jail?
You didn't remember?
Imagine he was that far gone. He's like, yo, why do I have a headache and why am I in jail?
No, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Yo.
That's exactly. But here's the thing. You said he was.
Pretty sure he's probably more like, what did I do now? More than why am I in jail? Because he seems like he's a career crackhead.
You imagine you just wake up, you're like, where am I in jail? Sir, excuse me. Am I in jail?
Have you ever watched Shameless?
No, I do not watch.
Yeah, Frank in that show, he gets up wherever he gets up at and does not act surprised ever.
he didn't.
He uses so much drugs. He blacks out so much that he just gets up and goes about his life like he just.
So imagine dude just woke up like, oh yeah.
All right, I know where I'm at now.
I'm
All right.
Which county is this?
Yeah, I'm about.
That's the only thing he worries about.
Yeah, I'm back in county jail. All right, but all jokes aside, this man's doing meth.
He's doing some strong stuff.
But that was a drug, meth?
Methamphetamines, yeah.
Yeah. Meth kind of does that to you. I seen the documentaries.
Documentaries. I took health class. We had like a whole section for just drugs.
Yeah.
At that moment, I sat there. I was like, I never planned on doing drugs, but I know why I'm not gonna do drugs.
I don't know.
Bro, it legit messes up with your psyche.
When I was in health class, the only thing that scarred me was all the STDs.
Me too, bro. That graphics STD videos.
I got scarred about STDs.
I didn't see videos. I saw pictures.
before
No,
I
they
got
put
to health
videos.
class.
Pictures probably. Ooh,
No,
I
they
don't
put
even-
videos and you hear the sounds and all that.
I'm good.
Sounds of what?
People screaming when they were taking. You know what? We leave that for
Yeah,
another
we're good.
Another time? How about never?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Remind me of clown. Oh, what was it? Clown penis?
My thing is,
You never
Nope, don't want to know. Nope.
You never saw
We're
clown
good. We're
penis?
good.
my thing is, how do we feel
STD is
about the cops
disgusting.
though? How do we feel about the cops reacting to the situation? Do you think they handled it properly?
I think
Because they
did
could have
it-
smoked him.
I think they did as best as they could.
Do you think they were trying not to use force?
I mean, they tried to
Cause-
use a taser and that failed.
Yeah.
Their guns is in their sides all day.
No.
They chose to go the K9 route.
Yeah. They were trying not
they
to smoke
did the
him.
best they could.
Yeah, they were trying not to hurt him.
Because when you're dealing with someone with drugs, I feel like you have to be on edge because you don't know
Well, they're
what
capable.
they got under, what they're capable, how their strength is multiplied.
Or maybe because they saw that he was naked, acting crazy, and didn't see no weapons on him. That's why they reacted like that. But if he was maybe wearing a different attire, would have went like this, it would have been over for him.
You never know. And I assume this all happened at nighttime because this couldn't be happening during the day. Because like I said, there was a dude in the yard with a flashlight. He was that high that he thought it was nighttime.
Probably.
Or it actually was nighttime. He just happened to have a flashlight on him.
Never mind.
You know what? Like we're laughing, but this is sad. Like this, probably 5-10 years ago, this guy was just a regular guy. He would go to work and just mind his business, and all
Or
of a
he could
sudden,
have been
he's,
5-10 years ago just on drugs. We don't know.
yeah, we don't know everybody's background, but it's sad that at this point, this guy was at one point in his life, he was a regular human being, and then he got hooked on that.
How you know he wasn't born this way? You know there are a lot of babies born addicted to drugs.
I mean, parents that did drugs while they were pregnant with their
You don't
kids.
know this guy, bro. He could have been a scumbag before this.
Nah, but he's just saying, like, he probably fell victim of something in life, started using that.
Oh yeah, poor white guy fell victim to something in life.
Why are you doing this right now?
If he was black, it'd just be like, damn, so that nigga got lit.
la.
You had to turn to drugs. There were so many other things going for him.
No, it's just sad that to see people go through
He's
this.
trying to make up for
All the past episodes.
Why are you bringing up the past? That was last decade me.
Nigga, that was last year.
Yeah, last decade.
That wasn't even a decade ago. That was
New year, new peace.
To all the listeners in the Loose Chance podcast, I was getting bullied. It's not right. Brucey P, what are your thoughts on this?
What thoughts do you want me to have? It was the nigga got high. Okay. He thought it was a bird. He couldn't fly, so he decided to go the dog
To
route.
morph into a dog.
Okay, and then what happened? He got caught. I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't feel bad for his past. I don't feel bad for nothing. Like you made a choice to do meth. Like meth.
But we don't know what triggered that choice.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah, we don't know what triggered the choice for Shotty to become a gangbanger, right? But nobody gives a shit, right? Nobody cares. We don't know the choice that made Bobby Shmurda become a gangbanger, right? But we don't care. But no, the poor guy, right?
Why are you doing this?
What?
Well, you know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Like,
I'm trying to show the world the real Ronnie, and he's just. You really feel bad for this guy?
well,
I don't know him. I don't care. I'm sorry. This is one of those stories where I just don't care. I don't know him. I don't care to know his backstory. I just know he is comedic value for right now.
But I'm just saying, like, all the people that are being swollen up by this meth epidemic.
Nigga,
Like, they
the
end
meth
up doing all this-
epidemic? Who the hell you know in New York doing meth?
I know people.
That's why the Bronx is a third world borough.
You from
Meth-
Brooklyn? What
meth
are you
is
from Brooklyn
trailer
again?
park
You from
trash.
Brooklyn again?
Meth is trailer park trash drugs, son.
No, it has taken over America, nigga.
It took over America?
Yeah.
I guess America is white.
Yo, you going ham today?
No.
You really going ham?
Nah, I watched enough of Breaking Bad to know that the majority of people doing meth and making money off of meth aren't niggas.
It ain't me. It ain't people like me.
Shit.
Meth is like the white crack rock.
But it's in New York as well. People are getting affected by it.
Who the hell in New York is really doing meth?
I can't say. They'll be snitching.
Didn't your cousin just snitch the other day?
Which one?
Daniel
Who?
Hernandez.
Oh
6ix9ine.
my god.
Shout out 6ix9ine for doing community service. Your thoughts, Dwayne?
Should that be counted as community
Boy.
service?
It is community service.
No, I mean like towards his
Oh my.
parole.
My thoughts?
Yeah.
Boy, if you that lit, you meant to do something bad. So, you got what you wanted.
And my honest thoughts: should he really be in trouble for biting the dog?
Yeah, that's an
Peter
officer.
would be on him. What you mean?
I mean, like you're high though.
So what?
But like you're high. So
No,
like in
no,
your head.
no.
But do you see his picture? His whole shit is...
No, but like in your head, you're a dog right now. So dogs don't get arrested for biting other dogs if another dog is charging
Nah.
at them.
Yeah.
Nah.
But he's a human
No.
But he didn't
assaulting
know he was
a
human
K9
at the
officer.
moment.
But guess what?
That's crazy. That's another thing.
If that's the
Dogs have more rights than humans, my guy.
If
They
that's the
do.
case though, Peter would be on the police because they let two dogs fight.
Bro. Why does the dog
Yeah,
have
Peter be wilding.
officer like
Peter-
level clearance because a nigga bit him on the ear?
Yeah,
No,
I
he had to
consider
clear before he got
officers.
bit.
No, I'm just saying, like he has the clearance. So for somebody to bite them on the ear, well, his name is Casper. He shouldn't have been able to grab him in the first place.
He should have been like a ghost and use his.
Nah, he shouldn't have been able to grab him. How you gonna name a nigga Casper? He's easy to get his hands on. I don't do drugs, so it doesn't matter. Like that's why it don't faze me. I'm not.
Tell your young people out there listening, stay away from drugs. They're not good for you.
This is the perfect example.
Unless you want to make me laugh, then do some meth and go in the forest butt ass naked. And
Yeah,
get an
end up
external
ruining
hard
your
drive.
life.
Get an external hard drive and a camera.
Okay. Yeah, we running out of time. On to the next topic. The best podcast in the world is the Loose Change podcast.
Waking up.
Best one. All right,
It's
fellas.
Ronnie with the P.
Stop hating.
It's
Nope, I don't want to hear it.
Yo, this is bad. My co-host is joking. I quit. I'm done with this. I have a question for you guys.
no.
No, I'm not gonna ask you for more
We
money.
don't sponsor green cards.
No, I'm not gonna ask you for more money. I swear, I won't ask you for more money. Or
I'm gonna joke because I bangs with your moms and I don't want her to get mad at me.
I'm not gonna ask you to. Nah, never mind. I have a question for you guys.
I don't know.
Post it. No, I'm not gonna say that. Is it real until?
Is it not real?
Is it not real until it's posted online? Meaning anything that's happening to you in your life, whether you're getting a car, feeling sad, having a heated argument with your baby mama, or you're just trying to commit a crime and you're recording yourself. What's the necessity of?
Speaking about fighting with your baby mama, that's your mom. I gotta fight with my baby mama.
Yeah, there we go. What's this necessity nowadays to put everything online? Things that are meant to be handled behind doors and things that legit end up getting you into jail. Like, why is it that we seek for that constant validation? Where even if it's a good moment or that moment, why is it that we go by post it so I know it's real? Like, until it's not online, it's not real. It never happens. Why do we go by that nowadays?
I feel like too many people want their situation to end up worst case scenario so that they have proof before it ends up being worst case scenario. And then there's other people who are just thirsty for...
Clarify that.
Yes,
all right,
please.
so perfect example.
You speak.
Let's say I have an issue with Shanice. And let's say...
She didn't sign a release form.
Let's say we had kids.
Yeah.
And let's say we weren't at the point where we're at now. And it goes full Antonio Brown.
Kunda Brown.
So I'm like total flipped.
Yeah.
I now want to cover myself in case something goes south. So now what am I going to do as soon as there's other eyes around? Yo, man, this is stupid. Why is she here with my keys in my car? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
She ugly, by the way.
Now I gotta go. Yeah, she's not attractive. But I go out and
I
do
don't
this.
care why, because I'm not supposed to say she ugly.
Dwayne, you were saying.
This has nothing to do with race. I don't see what the hell this nigga saw in her.
Probably she was before she had 3 kids.
No, the type of thing she's doing right now, no matter how he's operating, that's reflective of just being an ugly person, period. Like, y'all had no actual connection. There's no way y'all could have had a connection.
Well, you had one connection.
Smashing?
3 separate times.
I'm talking about, like, it could be comfort, it could be status level, whatever the case may be.
Anyways, don't drift off your point, please.
Oh, no, yeah.
Shut up.
So let's say now I'm going off trying to be all fancy because I'm known somewhere.
Yeah.
Or I'm just trying to cover my tracks because now there's other people here who
Watching.
may not be more known than me, but they have more power than me.
Okay.
So now I'm going to make sure I do everything possible to catch everything on my phone.
Okay, but
I think it's different.
Well, no, that's some
I think
situations.
kind of mainly what he's talking about is more so like you ain't successful unless you post it all over social media, and that means you're not actually doing anything with your life. If you don't post you got a girl, then you don't got a girl. If you don't post you getting money, then you're not getting money.
Oh, you going on these trips that you can't afford?
Yeah, if you don't post about, you know, anything that is considered flexing, then you ain't doing anything with yourself. And
or
we're
personal
so conditioned to think, whoa, it's been for a while now, like since the beginning of like freaking MySpace. Like we already made that transition since then to where it's like, if it's not for everybody to see, you know, we have to do it in order to get, you know, validation, receive validation from the public.
Like, I was walking down the street the other day in the Heights, and there was this old man. They're like a little group that they always drinking, but they're very old men. And one of them passed out. He was like shaking. I don't know if he was having a seizure or not. But people are pulling out their phones and recording him. Like, is anybody calling 911 right now? This man is going through something. They're just like this. They're like, oh, look at him.
What affects them more, though?
Huh?
What affects them more? Likes off of that video when they post it, or shares, or possibly being the single video that gets passed around and become viral, or that man living or dying? Because they don't know that nigga. So he don't have no impact on their life whether he lives or dies tomorrow.
Yeah, but as human courtesy, can you at least call
I'm not
911?
speaking from my point
No,
of view.
I know you're saying.
I'm speaking from the point of view of everybody else. So
What
it's
is
like,
human courtesy?
what affects me more?
If
Getting the actual
no.
footage?
a fellow human being possibly having a
We're
seizure,
not all
you're just
fellow human
calling,
beings anymore.
and you're just calling 911?
Yo, to everybody else, anybody's page you go on or everybody has become just a like, a share,
And views.
or a view number
Yeah.
to everyone else. Nobody's
So
a human
before,
anymore.
we used to, before you get into your point, before the saying was, "Oh, you sold your soul for fame and money." Now they sell themselves just for likes and views and thumbs up. More or less.
When's the last time you heard of someone getting some sort of notoriety for doing something like saving a life?
Every now and then happens.
I saw
The
the
last
one with the
notable
dude.
one was the dude who looks like Teddy Bridgewater, who saved people in that Waffle House from getting shot. And guess what he didn't get? Any likes or big talks from his own president in his own country.
I mean, that's different. That's more on a national scale. I feel like, to be honest with you,
Some of them
I
have
feel
gone viral, done good, and they
like
gotten
the,
stuff.
Very
like the
few.
Spider-Man dude.
Yeah, the dude that saved that just
Who's
jumped.
Spider-Man dude?
This kid, this guy, his mom was in a building that.
Oh,
was-
that
And
guy.
he just
yeah.
He
jumped.
scaled the whole thing, checked on her.
Right.
She was like, "I'm fine, it's okay," and then he
Okay.
climbed back down out the window.
He's the most notable one. Okay. yeah.
Recently, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying like the everyday though,
Yeah.
the regular norm,
For like every 25 bad ones, you get the one good one.
Yeah.
and that one good one to me feels it has to be shared by the right.
Oh, no,
person.
it has to be, yeah.
And my thing is, when the whole thing between a man and a woman, especially if they have a family together,
Mhm.
that's your baby moms, whatever.
Mhm.
Why would you have a heated argument with your baby moms? This is my question. You're having a heated argument. Say, I can go with your point. You know what? I'm gonna
They
record
talking about
this.
Antonio Brown by the way.
No, this has happened not only with Antonio
I
Brown.
know, but this is
I
the
seen
one
this
that's
happen with regular people. Because I seen just
I know that, but I'm saying
Antonio Brown is just the most famous person to do it. So, and I'm not gonna talk about him. I'm talking about in general. Okay, you said, you know what? My baby mom's is coming over. I don't know her intentions. In case I get taken to court, let me record everything that interactions that happened between me and her. So when I go to court, I have proof. Like, Your Honor, look, I never put hands on her, never did anything to her. I get that, but where does it validate you putting it online on
I was
social
just about
media?
to say that to you. I was about to be like, yo, recording it for your own records and then putting it on social media aren't the same thing
Yeah, so why put it on social media?
because you never
Because they
did it.
think that's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Oh,
No, they don't.
a lot of people don't know nothing about the law until the law hits them.
They
'Cause
don't
you-
think
you-
it's the same thing. What they're doing it for is simply because now they want to. They want. It's like I hate this word now because I feel like it's used so loosely.
Yeah.
But it's their version of bullying somebody else that they're in something with. They want everybody else to join in and talk smack about
As a
the chick
parade,
on
like,
the
a stand.
on the video,
A stand.
so that everybody could just go at that person. That's what it is. It's
Okay.
not even
so
about
badging the person.
yeah, it's about to just make the other one look stupid. That's all social media is for, or used for by the masses, is to bully each other, to sit down and like basically to carry out beef, berate, argue, disrespect, and then you got the small percentage of people making money on it, which they're using it to make money.
And just
advertise
live by
and
about their
create.
life.
But we're just so obsessed with this. Like for me personally, there's a lot of things in my life, a lot of benchmarks in my life that I could have made a whole big
Yeah.
post on social media numerous times. But I personally, I don't even look at social media the way I think everybody else kind of looks at it, where I look at it as a tool in essence, and in that tool is for a business.
But
So, yes,
that's
to
it is
me-
a tool.
When I'm using it as a tool, the stats I see on there that I pay attention to are the stats that aren't interactive, which are the comments or the shares. It's the like to dislike, the like to viewer ratio to see what else I can do to. That's numbers. My personal account, I don't care about the likes or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you post on your account when you don't care on your personal account, and people that you actually mess. Because I don't have people on my personal account that I don't personally actually know to some degree.
So you
That's just how I.
so you think it's safe to say that the generation nowadays they just have an addiction for that attention, that validation, those views,
That's
when those
exactly
likes,
what it is,
That's
when those
really
likes,
what it is.
Always
because
been attention.
like, look, there was this guy who's in one of the biggest YouTubers in DR. He's a freaking idiot.
Real quick, we've always, as a society, attention's always been throughout all the time. Attention's always been a thing. The only difference is social media allows
It just takes it
for
to the
you
next
to get
scale.
it like
Out there to the world.
24/7
Right.
nonstop.
Yeah,
That's
nonstop.
all
No,
it
no.
is.
So this, he did something in DR that maybe in this countries might not seem as much. Well, even here. Long story short, they went to a mall and they were simulating. And they both comedians. They done this kind of content
Humor,
before,
right.
but it was simulation of two men having relations in the
those-
elevator.
Okay.
But here's the problem. They went to the most popular mall in DR. And those malls in DR, they're malls, but they're also like theme parks. They have these things for the kids to go there.
Okay.
And as soon as the elevator opens, kids are seeing them doing like it's a simulation. They're not doing it. And then they take it a bit further and they go to the where the kids are playing by the food court and all that. And they start like kissing, all that, like touching each other in front of kids. And kids are like, what the hell is this? And it's not that I'm not a homophobe or anything, but you just don't do that on purpose. Like, just to get attention on YouTube, whatever it is that you're doing, you don't do that in front of kids. And guess what happened?
Got arrested.
Locked up, and in American money, he got to pay a $10,000 fine. He's locked up right now. They're not gonna let him out right now because what he did, it was legit almost. To them, it's
No, but you
joking
said
around, but with
sex.
the law, to the
Sex
law, they
is-
deemed that it was having a
PDA
sexual
and-
relationship because you know
PDA
one of
and
them,
sex are two different things, though.
huh?
PDA and sex aren't the same.
No,
thing.
they stripped down.
No, what I'm saying
No,
to you
PDA.
is what they were doing is because when you say simulation, I'm thinking like they probably had like they ass crack all out, looking like
They pulled
actually,
one of them pulled their pants down and showed
nah, see?
and
That's
showed his
going too
ass.
far.
And then-
exposing your kid.
yeah, and one of the lawyers explained that's legit to the.
That's
He
criminal.
explained it.
Nigga,
To
in
y'all
America,
might
it's the same
yeah,
thing.
to y'all might be a joke, but to us the law, that's different. That's a crime. He did that in front of kids. So like this is the thing. These people that are willing to go beyond crazy measures, not because they're talented, they just want to get that
There's one,
dopamine,
they just want
that
that-
rush
yeah.
of
I'm
likes
sorry,
and
but
views.
I hate the fact that I hear. This is my personal opinion. I hate the fact that I hear people try to praise like these prank channels as like people.
Yeah, like that's not talent.
Like all you're doing is how can I get attention? Like that's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
freaking
How can I
talent.
go beyond?
I hate when I see like interviews happening with some of these YouTubers or pranksters or whatever the case is, and then they really try to make it seem like I really
A
work
lot of those.
hard. The hardest
Yeah.
part of your work is you editing the video
And post
and creating like the layout.
To
and
me, those
everything
top
else.
YouTubers, none of them have talent. Like real people that have
I wouldn't
talent.
say that.
Like, no, the
You're
ones that
thinking
are
about
doing-
one specific side of
No, I'm
YouTube.
talking about the ones that do all this extra stuff to call attention. It's just how they keep it going. But like somebody like DC Young Fly,
Some of them have talent. It's misplaced. The energy though, because some of them have talent. They do the crazy stuff, but you can see within that they do have like the ability to tell a story or create like a plot, or you can see some elements of talent in there or the ability that the eye for it.
I mean,
They're just misdirected on how they should go about it, because in this day and age, negative attention is better than no attention.
yeah. But then again, what happens with you ruining your future? Like, what happens when this whole
Nobody's thinking about that.
okay, we all gonna get older, right? And then you're
Nobody's
gonna hit
thinking about
30,
that, but
and
nobody's
you're gonna go
thinking about
like, okay, I'm not, because we've seen some of the most famous people with talent, Hollywood artists, go out of business. Nobody care about them. What happens when the next generation comes? Nobody cares about you no more. The money ain't coming. Now you got to get like a real job or do something that actually
Nobody's
matters.
thinking about
And
that.
then and hold on, but that's just me. Let me. And now you're gonna go. Now you got to live in the real world and get a real job or do something that actually you need to work, right? And people start going, hold on, wait, I know you from somewhere. Wait, aren't you this? Nah, no, we don't want to rock with you.
Nobody's thinking about that.
But that's a
Answer
reality
is
though.
simple, but it's not for
A lot of these people are gonna get a
it's not
reality
for
check.
most of them, because they make those same kids make the money. They go to jail, they get back out, they're just gonna do the same shit again. It's like being a crackhead and going into jail for drugs.
But eventually that
you're gonna go back to the same drug that got you in the first place. Or
eventually that car crashes.
Okay.
And crashes real hard.
Okay, and then what? You go through surgery, you say I'm not gonna do the same thing, and then guess what? As soon as you're rehabilitated, you'll get a new car anyway, right?
Yeah. And then you lose your life.
That nobody's thinking about that. You fail to realize nobody's thinking about living to no 91, no 100 and nothing. No,
I'm talking about
nobody
even 35.
Nobody's thinking about
not
that.
thinking that far.
I'm telling you that right
This
now.
is sad.
If most of these kids were thinking about it, you think their face would be tatted like that? Because it's not even about you just getting, not even about how, oh, you look stupid right now. You know how dumb you're gonna look, wrinkly as shit with that. How nasty your face is gonna look with your tattoos is all wrinkled and you 80, 90 years old.
Or even 50.
Not even that far. When you're 45.
I'm just saying, even if you think, let's screw over that looking to 45, right? When you make it to 90, 100 years old, you just look ugly.
Yeah.
You just look ugly.
Well,
255.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just look ugly. You know what I'm saying? So like, nobody's thinking that far. Everybody's thinking about right now, and not only that, I'll be honest with you, it's the youngest generation to be making so many kids are so independent, as far as living situations and making their money off of their social media shit. So you have a bunch of kids who are like 19, 20, already got their own crib, own whips, and everything else, and managers and all this other stuff, from just because mind you, they're like the little brothers of our generation that were just like constantly, because YouTube came up when we were in high school. Like that's when YouTube really just started taking off.
Yeah, I was already.
And nobody was really posting on YouTube like that, as far as like videos of themselves, as much as they were posting videos of like basketball mixes,
Right.
football mixes,
old school hip hop.
weird like little video game, stupid like thing, hip hop videos. Once in a while, you'd see like a tutorial for something, a kid trying to like show you how to do something, but they don't know what the hell they're talking about because it's like a 4-year-old kid just talking smack. Yeah. And then it evolved into this big thing now. So, I mean, social media has become the source of validation because the real world doesn't matter.
So now we know. Post it so I know it's real.
All right, I got you. I'm going to post everything from the hard drive.
No, we're not. We're not posting anything from the hard drive.
I'm so sure my thought is that, I mean, I don't think it's going to change.
Yeah.
I think the virtual digital world has become the reality. It's the Matrix, legit. Like, it's legit the Matrix.
It's funny. One of my coworkers said we're living in the Matrix, and I was like, "No, we're not." And it's like, now you just said it. Yeah,
So,
it makes sense.
It's
now.
legit the Matrix. Like,
But
all this crap is us inside of the ship, and here is where everybody's living.
But at the same time, nothing's gonna change until the latest thing comes out, and that's what'll change everybody from doing what they're doing to something else.
It'll just get further and further away.
Yep.
And we're not gonna get no hard drives.
Yes, we are. You'll see.
Best podcast in the world, the Loose Change Podcast.
He's gonna keep saying that.
That's
But,
fine.
Ronnie with the P.
Yo, straight up.
I still him more. He's like,
anyway. External hard drive. I'm gonna send them specifically just to you. I'm gonna get access.
No,
to
please.
this if I can.
I don't want
if
that.
they still exist, because
Yo.
I know how to do data recovery on
No,
external hard
oh my
drives.
God, no, please.
I'm gonna get it back and I'm gonna just send it
I
to you
apologize.
anonymously.
Yo, bro.
Google Drive.
Bro, I love you. I apologize.
Google
I
Drive.
apologize. I apologize.
Why? We can just go to OneDrive. It's all the cloud.
People in the comments like, why are they talking about?
I'm gonna just mail it to his crib.
No, I don't want my mom to see that. And I don't want my mom to see that.
But yeah, so I'm gonna just straight up ask y'all: do you think that like because someone acquires a lot of wealth, that means they're smart? Like, is wealth, is wealth like a
Like a validation?
yeah, validation for intelligence?
No, it just means you got lucky. In some cases.
To some extent. To some extent, it does validate
I don't think
intelligence. Some.
No. I was saying you just got lucky, not that it means.
What I
you're
mean
smart
is
at
like
something.
I've grown irritated with a specific like situation where it's just like I feel like the person acquired enough wealth, yet they talk with arrogance. Like, here's the thing. You portray yourself one way, but like I always like to say, like, if you let somebody talk enough, you get to really see who they really are. Mm-hmm. So like, words, actions, nothing adds up all the way. And then the arrogance of like, because you made money from like, and it seems to always come from the people who decide like, I came from like rags to riches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not the real people that came from money.
Nah, like it's like the rags to riches. Everybody wants to seem like, you know, I know everything about everything now. And it's like, you don't. Like, you're not telling me you know everything about everything. You can't possibly know everything about everything.
Yeah.
Only a fool assumes that they're wise.
I only say those who have overtime wealth are the smart ones who know what they're doing. The ones with the quick rich rich quick scheme money, you just got lucky. You just happen to pull up on an idea and it hit. Like Bill Gates, he has overtime wealth. The man just offered up $1 billion to another country.
Yeah, he has help a lot quietly. Nobody knows how much he has help.
We just happen to hear about this now. It's probably been out there for
He's
like a
been
month.
curing kids.
I'll be honest with you. I'm still convinced that when you reach that level of wealth and you're consistently doing philanthropy, sometimes it's to cover up the dark shit you had to do to get it.
It's possible.
So,
but
that's why I don't praise it. But
hold on.
I'm not praising it.
To get to that level, unfortunately, he had to step on some niggas' necks. It's just how you get to that level. You got to step on necks. This is America, baby.
I'm
Capitalism.
not gonna get into depth on my conspiracy about that type of stuff, but I feel like the ones that do the crazy ass big ones that have like crazy stupid like wealth, not rich.
Oh, that's what it was.
Wealth.
He was paying off the debt of another nation. That's
Bro,
what it was.
okay.
Like,
I'm not,
what?
But
that's Bill Gates' money right there.
No, it was Bill Gates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Bill Gates' money right there.
That's also like, that can also be an extremely great business move.
Yeah, like, what are they doing for you, or what are you doing for them?
That's what I'm saying.
To
Like,
pay off
when you
their
get to a
whole
certain
debt.
point of wealth, it's like philanthropy, really philanthropy.
Yo.
Because half the stuff you give away.
Probably I'm bored. I got all the money in the world. I got
You're
something
not
to do.
understanding what I'm saying. Like, half the time when you get to a certain tax bracket, all that stuff makes you more money.
All right. I get it. Can we go back to?
But yeah, anyway, I just feel like I'm tired of hearing everyone who's either in a
AKA gurus online.
It's not necessarily gurus, but everybody who gets rich becomes a guru. Like you
Online gurus.
But they all say the same thing, which is funny.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives an actual secret. You have to actually pay them. I get it because, you know, if I give everybody a secret, everybody's gonna be rich, which means that, you know, which then cancels out the statement of I just want you to blah blah blah. But yeah, but the if I show it to you, there are way more people executing than if I don't say anything and you figure it out on your own.
Are you also referring to all those videos and YouTube ads where they say, you want to know how to do this in 30 you want to know how to do this? I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
In 30 days.
Blah, 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 blah. And they probably tell you something about how you have to buy something.
Yeah, but I'd rather it be in a book somewhere. I know they have books that are written, but even those only work for reviews. It's not even work but for some. It's just another thing to keep. See, if they're gonna sell you that, they can't give you everything, because if they give you everything, it's almost like making a great product, like in the beginning, when Apple made long-standing computers, right? And the computers would last for like 10 years with no problem, right? But then it's like, how are we gonna continue to make money? Because if we make these extremely long-lasting products, then
they'll never buy anything.
There's gonna be we're losing out on a lot of money unless we go ahead and make sure these products last long enough to where people go, that's quality, and have a consistent experience of quality throughout that short period of time, and then just keep making new ones and making sure the lifespan on the other ones is shorter so that they can keep upgrading.
Yeah, but here's my thing: aren't the people to blame? The people that just they don't form that they no longer support us. They become like cult. They become like this person's like they idolize these people, an army. And the moment you go, hold on, bro,
you're a hater.
That ain't you just you wish you were like him or her. Like what I think is the people's fault, because a lot of people us, and especially us, the minorities, we always looking for like, oh, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow. Oh, I want that lucky break. Instead of like, probably I have a better idea than this dude. If I take, it might take me years, but I can over time acquire wealth. It's just that quick scheme. Like, yo, I don't want, like, hold on, sorry to cut you off. How can you be a millionaire and say, this is what irks me about these advertisements. You don't want to work hard? I just spend my whole time traveling with my family where I make millions. Ain't nobody legit making millions just traveling all day long for years, and then the money's automatically making themselves. No, you're working your ass off.
But you're talking about old wealth, like not even rich. Like you're talking about old money.
That's
about the families that make money. Their wealth is so.
Let's
I'm just
not
saying,
talk about the Kennedys.
No, but I'm saying there are people like that out there. And there are some of them that are making these videos. Very rare that those extremely wealthy ones are making these videos, and I feel like the ones that are doing that are the ones that just want. They're the kids who are sons of billionaires or whatever the case is that just want that attention because their dads aren't like the. I feel like the higher up the wealth chain you go, a lot of the times, the less people actually know you, right? Yeah. So I feel like your name isn't as big.
We don't know who Bill Gates' kids are, but we don't
that's
care.
what I'm saying. Like sometimes, like those are the kids who do that kind of. But what you're talking about
is the rack to riches the ones that we're talking about.
Yeah, but they didn't do that. You know, they found what they did was they're selling a lifestyle. That's what they're selling. Like to me personally, if it was me, right? Like let's say this year I become successful in apparel or something, right? Or I have a brand. One, only but a few people I'm gonna actually, let people know, or if they're close enough to me, they'll already know. Oh, I own this, right? I'm not running around telling everybody like, yo, look, and flexing on IG. Maybe here and there, once in a while, you might catch a picture on my page of me in Italy with fabric on the floor, and something like that with no caption, and just leave it at that.
Or
right?
you
or
may
just chilling.
Or you may just share a post of the stuff like, yo, check out this company. Da, 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 da.
I wouldn't even do that.
All right, I'll do it.
Like I wouldn't even do that. I would just like live my life, and like if it's something I decide like how I post now infrequently on my regular page, that's how nothing would technically change. And for me to actually affect change in people around me lives is I'm gonna actually like talk, figure out what they're trying to do and see how I can possibly help them.
Right.
Show them the basic, monetary things that I've done.
Them.
Exactly. Or even put them in a position like you were saying earlier, opportunity, right? Off camera, opportunity. Like I said, like he said he gave people opportunities, right?
Yeah, Nipsey gave people opportunities.
I say I'd rather give you an opportunity because with the opportunity, right, I don't have to giving you money and giving you opportunity are two different things because when I give you an opportunity, yes, I might be giving you funds, right? But I'm giving you a chance to actually execute something that you said to me or you showed to me that you're serious about trying to do and otherwise would have to take a longer route to be able to execute, right? Yeah. So now I'm going to put you in a position where you can actually show me how serious you are about this rather than I'm going to hop on and go to hundreds of millions of people and just be like, sell a tour of me just telling you the same thing every time.
That happened with me and my cousin, who I legit saw when he was trying to, over there in the he started being a DJ. And I legit would see him go to these parties but struggle because his equipment wasn't good enough. And then one day he just reached out like, yo, I'm getting more popular and popular, but I don't have the equipment. And this guy, he's leaving to the U.S. He has amazing equipment. How much he's selling for? So this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you the money. But that's because I saw my cousin he already been putting in work, and he just needed the tools to get the job done. But he was already, I'm already putting in the work. I did the lounge.
Did he come begging to you before?
No, boy put in work.
He milked out the crappy equipment to the point where he was like, look,
I outgrow this.
I can't. But see, that's the thing.
He outgrew that equipment. So he was like.
See, but that's the thing, though. That's the difference where you see, some people think that everybody who pops up today was a rags to riches story in the sense of overnight success. No. When they don't realize a lot of these people, the quieter ones, I've learned the ones that don't talk much are the ones that a lot of people learn from. Because what they'll do is they won't sit here and walk around trying to pass off like, I know everything about how to
try to help you. They legit try to help you.
I know everything about how to get rich. No,
they will try to help you.
Yo, you know what? I have this coming up.
You want to
I
pop
see
up?
that you have a what you call it. Here, I'll give you an opportunity.
Or I'll give you a spot on my show,
Or
whatever.
they just go. They only talk about the thing that they got successful in. They don't try and pass off that knowledge as if like, okay, because you
If you don't do
ever
what
met
I
somebody
say.
who knows a little bit about one thing and they try to expand it over like they know everything. Yeah. Homeboy was talking about with the hard drive earlier.
Yeah.
He's exactly.
I was
like
about to,
that.
I was thinking.
Not only
Exactly
that,
like that.
I was thinking
Keanu
about
Reeves
that.
is a good example of those who listen. So like apparently
Who?
Keanu Reeves, the dude from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Wait,
He
John
always,
Wick.
I know who he is.
He
I know who
always
he is.
takes the bus in the
He's
train.
he's an avid MotoGP fan. He's
I know.
always at the
I
Grand
know.
Prix. So that's why I know.
So-
He owns some expensive ass bikes.
Yeah.
So he always takes the train. He always takes public transportation.
Yeah.
So he always talks to people. From him talking to people and what they say, he'll either give them an opportunity or give them money for whatever they need. So it's like it's not just like, oh, yo, can I get this? It's like, no, I'm just listening to your story, how your life story and how it goes. And if it's like, yo, I feel compelled to do this for you, I'm gonna do that for
A guy, I'm gonna put this in the universe out there. Yeah, I'm not into the celebrity shit, but there's one guy I feel like I respect and would like to meet one day just to talk
Master
business.
P.
Master P, you heard it. Master P once said,
Master P, this man love you. I'm
That's
telling you right
why.
now.
He said Ronnie with the P.
"Oh, I didn't put it together."
We've been
Wow.
this whole time, and that's exactly what it was.
No, I didn't put it. Thank you. But real quick, his auntie once asked him for $10,000. He was already.
I remember this story.
Well, he was already legit masterpiece. So he was just going back to the hood, helping people out. And he was like, "Auntie, what you want $10,000 for?" She goes, "Just give me $10,000, boy. I'll help raise you." He was like, "I bet I'll give you $10,000." He gives her $10,000. He was already on his way out. He's in the highway going to his house or whatever, the airport. She calls him and she's like, "Boy, I need $10,000." He was like, "I just gave you $10,000. I blew it at the casino." So sometimes you give people money and they do the wrong thing, or they not really trying, to like, oh, I'm gonna do something with this $10,000. I'm gonna go start a business, pay
Well,
that.
I'd rather people go around giving out money to ill-advised idiots than I'm not even calling this on an idiot. But
Yeah.
I'm calling it like the people who like, because that's different. She's in a like Master P. I'm not trying to call you old Master P, but he's up there.
Yeah.
So his aunt is up there. She
Yeah.
don't have the need for like $10,000 in the casino is different than for like us trying to build something. That's different. She's already she's a grown adult, right? So 10 racks is like she just wants to go to the casino. She clearly didn't need it for anything else. But I'm talking about the idiots that they say they want to do something, you give them 10 racks and they go buy an outfit,
Right.
right?
A car that can't afford.
Right,
They put
yeah.
a down payment in an $80,000
You have to
car.
borrow the money for the down payment. How you gonna keep up with the regular payment?
A $80,000 car.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but I'd rather that though in reality than somebody going around the country selling false hope to people based off of generic advice that's being recycled by everybody.
But
You talking
how
about Tito Watts with the tickets to heaven?
okay.
I had to throw that in. Yeah.
All right, to connect all of this, isn't that what America been doing? And the prime example of this is,
I don't know.
the prime example of this is, I'm gonna laugh at me, but the Kardashians, right? That show, right? Do you know I made a study why that show became so into pop culture is because that's what America's feeds on, the image, that lifestyle, the pretty woman, the nice car, the big house, the boat by the lake. It's like that's what people nowadays deem success. When you see these gurus or whatever they are, have you noticed they always buy a Ferrari or something like that? Like you wonder how I got this 4 Ferraris and how I got this
From you
big
suckers
house.
paying for my conferences. That's the crazy part. Because like that stuff is like being a hip hop artist, right? You pay for these things up front, and then what happens is the lifestyle pays for itself through the people who invest in seeing that lifestyle being portrayed by you. So like as a motivational speaker, I get the private jet and I get the Beamer,
And
oh,
it's-
not the Beamer, the Ferrari or the Bentley, and y'all are paying
And
for
it's
that.
sad
Not
because
only that, hey, tell them I sent you.
yo, and you know what's sad? That they're legit, real motivational speakers trying to do good, but then these gurus is like the ones that like Because to me, at least the ones that I follow, they have never been like, you want to get this car like me? It been legit motivation. They be like, yo, you gotta get your lazy ass up the bench, stop procrastinating, go work. No, ain't none of this free. Those are the real motivational speakers.
They give you steps on how, like, behavioral steps to, like, they you know what it is? It's mental conditioning. Like, what they preach to you is, yo, if you want something, you have to mentally condition yourself to have discipline. My favorite motivational speakers, Les Brown and Eric Thomas, right? Legit. Because they don't. To me, they're not preaching you money. They don't equate money and success as the same thing.
They telling you work your ass off.
Whatever you want to do in life that you want to be successful at,
and they let you know it's gonna be hard. They don't tell you, oh, it's easy in 1 month. Like Eric Thomas have said, it took me 12 years to get my bachelor's degree. It's gonna take you time.
He went to Oakwood.
Who went to Oakwood?
Eric Thomas.
Oh, I was about to say, I ain't go to no Oakwood.
No,
he legit tells you, and he goes, I can't sell you a book. It's not gonna be a phrase. It's not up to me. I can't sell you. It's not me that is gonna make you better. But I don't like the. Do you see this Lamborghini? 5 months ago, I was living in my mom's basement. Now I got a Lamborghini. Tomorrow I'm gonna buy a jet. It's like,
or it's not even that. My thing is, people start to cling on to every word that comes out their mouth, and then if you're actually listening, it's a bunch of bullshit. Like.
And if you call them out, you become an enemy.
Or like everybody clings on their word, right? So like, one person I'm not gonna name, I've seen so many times where there are videos of people going and talking to him, right? And like, they'll ask questions, and then and you could tell they really start to feel themselves. Me personally, I would rather go study with the guy who's a lot more quiet. Right? Yeah. Or not even study with, just talk to, learn from, build a relationship with, and see how they move, versus it's always the dog that barks the loudest, bro, that has the softest bite. You ever seen the most, like, me personally, because I've been around dogs my whole growing up, and I've always saw the most gangster dogs was always the ones that were just looking at you. They don't say nothing. They just look at you. They don't bark at you, nothing.
The ones that if you bite their ear, we over for you.
Anyway, I don't think.
Shout out to Watts.
I really don't think that money should be an automatic validation of intelligence or know-how for everything.
Some of the most genius people in history never had money.
That's true.
But do we know? We stay away from hard drives and dogs and people that think.
Be smart with your money.
Yeah.
I kind of need a hard drive though.
These are those staples.
All right. First episode in the books for the new year?
Yeah. I'm happy with this one.
I mean, it would mean a lot if anybody gave a crap about your happiness. But
wasn't ready for that one.
It's okay, yo. It's okay.
Oh crap.
Always. Light skin germs.
I love you, son.
Light skin germs.
I mean, you shook hands with dudes that.
Yo! Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, and please, guys, hit that damn notification button. Ding! The notification button, please activate the notification button so we can get up there in the YouTube algorithm and, pop up in your recommended or.
Let us know what you think. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you didn't like. Let us know what other stories you want us to talk about.
Please, auntie, I'll be home at 8.
Dead.
With a new hard drive.
That's you, bro.
Me.
I never touched that man's hand a day in my life.
And I'll see you guys next week.
All right, man. Thank you again for tuning in on Loose Change Podcast. We see you guys later.
Clap Peace. On. We out.
Hard drives.
I was just about to say that. Don't tell me you was about to say that.
No, I was not.
All right.